Hi everybody and welcome to today's vlog. Today we're getting down to business. This is how they pose, right? So as you can see on the title below, I am going to talk about working on a cruise ship. Right now I know there are so many people traveling abroad, either to Europe, to America, to Mexico, and whatever, probably in South Africa, to go and join a cruise ship. But because of the desperation we have in Africa, there are no jobs, and therefore when an opportunity like this comes to your hands, everybody wants to grab on it. I'm not here to discourage you. In fact, I'm here to commend you for you being courageous to leave your family behind, to leave your loved ones to go and make a living for your family and for yourself. So I'm not here to discourage you. I'm just here to give you the insight of the job, because many of you are joining into this career without digging in to see what this job has in store for me. So today, just like the way I like to be given my information, you know, they tell you I have the good news and the bad news. Today I want to start with the bad news so I can finish up with the good news, right? Okay, let's dig in. Today I'm going to talk about the cons of working in a cruise ship. So you'll be noticing me looking down because I have notes, because the information that I'm about to give you today are information given to me by my friends who work on a cruise ship, and also information that I researched because there's a time in my life when I really wanted to work on a cruise ship. I really love boats, and I still do till today, and I really wanted to work in a cruise ship, and therefore I digged in just to get some information. And when I got this information, I decided to change my mind. And I'm not here to discourage you. As I said, I'm here to give you information so you can know by the time you go join that cruise ship, you will be ready. Okay? Because a cruise ship is not going to stop. It's not going to dock for you so you can go home. No. The contracts are long, and therefore you have to wait for that contract to end so you can cancel your contract or decide that's not the job for you. So before you go through that long process, let me give you this insight so you can decide like I did. Okay, so con number one is there are no days off. You work every single day of your contract. There are no weekends, there are no holidays. There won't be any Christmas for you. There won't be any 4th of July. There will not be any Thanksgiving. Neither is your birthday. You will be working every single day of your contract. Number one. Number two, you will be working long hours. Some people work up to 13 hours depending on the cruise ship that you're working for. If it's a busy one, you will go as long as 9 to 11 hours to 13 hours. And some shifts are split shifts. What does split shift means? Split shifts is, for instance, I'm working from 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. and then I'll have a little break, maybe 2, 3 hours or 4 hours, and then come back and work for another probably 8 hours or 9 hours or whatever your job entails. Number three of the cons is that the contracts go for 4 to 9 months. Remember how I told you, like, you'll be working every single day? Yeah, every single day for up to 4 months to 9 months. Every day. No off day, no holidays. You get tired, of course. You get, you feel overwhelmed, right? Because you're working every day and you'll be away from home for that period of time. Either if your contract says for 4 months or 6 months or 9 months, you will be away from your family for that long. You will also miss out on life, because remember, you're on a cruise. You will be traveling from country to another country, and therefore you miss out on things happening in your life. For instance, if you left your wife pregnant, okay, sorry about that. So you'll miss out on life. So as I was saying, if you left your wife pregnant, you'll come back and the child is probably 6 or 9 months old, or you'll miss out on things that are so fundamental, so sentimental to you. Okay. Number 4 is you are on call 24/7. What do I mean by this? In case there's an emergency announcement, whether you are sleeping, you're in the shower, you are talking to your family on TikTok, or sorry, what do you call it, webcam? FaceTime, that's what I was looking for. Come on, why do I feel like I'm too old when I'm giving this information? So whatever you're doing, you have to stop and get to the emergency station within 7 minutes. So imagine you're in the shower, taking a shower, and you have your soap, and the emergency alarm goes on. You have to make sure within 7 minutes, within 7 minutes, 7 minutes, let me make sure it's 7 minutes. Yeah, within 7 minutes, you're at the emergency station. Okay, whether it's your rest time or whatever you're doing, you have everybody is on call on an emergency announcement. So another con will be number 5, I believe, the small quarters. So if you're a person who can't stand living in a small space, if you are claustrophobic, I wouldn't recommend you to go to that job, because the crew, they live in small rooms, very small. The beds are usually the bunked beds, the double-decker ones, those ones, and the only privacy you have is probably on you can put a curtain on your on the side of the bed. So that's the only privacy you have, and that's also another con. You don't have any privacy. And there are so many stories I've had, from people who work on cruise ship. They've walked in and their crewmates who are in a relationship are doing that thing. So be ready to yeah, I don't want to go into depth when it comes to that. Be ready to also have a roommate, because as I said, your beds will be a bunk bed. So there's someone sleeping above you, there's someone sleeping below you, so you totally don't have any privacy. And remember, the rooms are so small, so the rooms will have a bunk bed, small table, a couple of dressers for you guys, a drawer, shelves for you to put your stuff. Okay. Number 6 con is that I already said it, there's no privacy. There's no privacy at all. Okay, so that we can borrow that from there. Number 7 is that it's like you're going back to school all over again, because you'll be wearing your uniform. You have to follow rules. You have to, your life is, you're sharing a room. Your life is like going back to when we were in schools, sleeping in dormitories or in cabins with roommates, with your crewmates. So your life is going back to the life you had back in school. Number 8, that will be, the food will be different from what the guests are eating. So if you're a waitress working in a cruise ship and you're here serving the guests the best delicacy, that's not what you're going to have on your table. So the crew, they have their own separate cafeteria where they go, and the food is totally different. And unfortunately, if the kitchen staff are from a certain place and that's the food they're used to cooking, be ready to be eating a different kind of cuisine from what you are used to back home. Okay, so number 9 is, this is very, very serious. Seasickness is serious, very serious. And at this moment, if you've joined and if you haven't experienced being on a yacht or being on a cruise ship, or the movement of the water, some people get affected by it. They'll get something called seasickness. They feel dizzy, there will be a headache, you won't have the energy to work. It's like I can't, the symptoms are crazy and you don't have the energy to do anything. But remember, you're working. You have to work. You have to work no matter whether you feel sick or not. You have to be there, give your guests a smile, be present, look professional. So these are the things I feel like people don't tell you, and there are so many others. If you want me to get into more, kindly do let me know in the comment section below. I will get into details if there's something you want me to clarify. But I feel like these are things that people don't tell you. They just tell you you're going to travel, you're going to meet people from different diversities, you are going to, you know, you're going to have beautiful views and stuff like that through your window. They don't tell you the depth of the cons of working for this job. So if you feel like these are I can do that, those are just, you know, things I can handle, well, shoot your shot, go apply, and I wish you the very best in your upcoming career. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. If I'm going to talk about the pros on another video, and I hope you enjoy this video. You've learned something. Let me know what you think about this video, okay, on the comment section below. All right, until next time, bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button if you did like this video, okay? It's absolutely free. Bye bye.